And hello everybody, looks like we're back, we're live and streaming. Gonna be kind of a short stream today, just doing some stuff around the base probably. Last stream on, it was Thursday, right? It kind of ended in a disaster, sort of. We had been building the liquidification tower down there in our new MV building, which is not a building yet, but it's a skeleton of a future building. But yeah, I blew up the liquidification tower right after I finished catch-up time. Yep. I rebuilt the liquidification time. Joshua, hey there, bud. How's it going? Good to see you. Also, Joshua knows this, but anybody else, if you're here from the last stream, you may know that this crate, all the stuff in it vanished. Turns out I got a conveyor module is that item that I had made. I don't have any ready, but they're not just components. I could like right click it on it, say a crate, and it would then just start outputting its stuff to the crate next to it. And here's actually all the stuff that I thought we had lost, and in the heat of the moment just kind of overlooked the fact that it was in there. So we didn't lose anything, and I even got that other piece back, the conveyor module. So that's super. Before we head on down to the MV building, I'm gonna look at the LV building, and I'm gonna keep all this here is the plan, because yeah, it's close and it's the, you know, it's the LV stuff. I probably won't use it a whole lot anymore, but I'm definitely gonna be using some stuff. Like I'm gonna keep generating clay, and I might do earth air here and probably biomass. I got a ton of biomass though, if I ever want to do something with that. But you'll see here that my EBF has been upgraded. I'm trying to see if I can upgrade it to MV off of just create, and yeah, I've done it. It loses power kind of fast. You can see it's recharging there. I've been making a bunch of steel currently. Yeah, we're just turning that into steel, but it works pretty fast. I've got the Canthal coils now. I've upgraded every coil in the base to Canthal, so that's hopefully helping. I've also done the medium voltage battery buffers into medium voltage energy hatches. If we take a look, you can see energy hatches. We've got those. We've also got a MV muffler, because it seemed like something that would be handy to upgrade. The rest of the stuff doesn't seem too important currently, but yeah, it just doesn't keep up very well with power when it does pretty good when I'm doing stuff like this, lower voltage, but when I'm making like Canthal ingots, or I made some stainless steel. Oh, no, aluminum's fine, but any of the HV recipes pretty much are, they seem to be energy hog. So I don't know if I want to or I need to move this. I was originally thinking if I have to, I'll make a second one at the MV build, but on more thought, it's like if I make that down there, I'm probably never going to use this one again. And sure, it looks good, you know, it's a big part of this, but if I did tear this down, I could use the components and just rebuild it down there. But I could also regain all of these steam engines, which I could then use for like just fun create stuff around the base, because this is more centered in the base and more helpful for create stuff possible. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Joshua, for sure, if you got any opinions, you probably, you know, got some info on the EBF, and you know, if this is pointless, me trying to, you know, upgrade it to HV quality, MV quality, whatever we want to call it here. But I mean, it works kind of, but it just doesn't work that great with power. Moving on. So the MV building, winter hit. It didn't have a roof before, but I tossed a bit of a roof on, but it's all terracotta. It's nothing special right now. It's not going to stay like this. It's going to keep the basic shape. I'm going to do some like skylights and decorating and change it up quite a bit still, but I needed to get a roof on for winter. And now that it's snowing, I think I'm just going to wait for like spring to worry about fixing the roof. And the build itself, I'm not worried about filling in the walls and decorating it too much just yet, because I want to live in it a little bit and kind of get a feel for things. I'm already seeing things that I don't like with the skeleton of the structure itself, so planning on changing. But anyway, we can see we've got this right here now. So if you remember the overflow storage here in our tree farm, all the vaults, every tree in here has its own vault. Once that vault fills up with that tree type, it goes to the overflow, and the overflow was overflowing. So that was a good little like storage for them. You could come here and get pretty much any of the wood types you wanted, but now if you want wood, you have to go to these sections. You don't have to, but I want you to, because all overflow wood, ooh, I better get that. But all overflow wood is being pumped to the MV station. And really quick, let me just, if logs are laying out here like this, that means that wood type, whichever wood type that is, has reached its max in the vaults. So now I click it like that and it won't be pushing out into the vaults anymore. I believe if it's just laying there, it's going to despawn and it'll eventually just keep dumping them out. So we want to toss them back into the main overflow vault, and now this will be going to the MV building. And I think all this works pretty good. It definitely uses a lot of logs, but I think it's going to work out. If anything, this just goes to show he's finally learning. I learned so much last stream thanks to you, Joshua. I finally understand so much of like the machines and how they work and stuff, and that was huge. You've been a massive help. So you can see I got the pyrolyze oven. If we take a look here, we've got MV muffler hatch, MV energy hatches, and then the rest are LV. In the back here is where I'm powering it. It's got the 2 hatches, so I went ahead and did 2 dedicated generators straight to it. At first I didn't think it was going to work because like one would drain fully and the other one wasn't working at all, but it seems like the way this is meant to work is one drains fully while the other one recharges if it needs to. And once that one's down, then it switches to this one, and then this one will start draining and this one will start recharging. So they flip-flop back and forth. I believe it's what appears to be happening. Seems to work out. So I've got, what is this? The charcoal that this cooks gets sent through here, and I've also chunk loaded this chunk so that I can gain coke or charcoal when I'm not in the area, because that seems to be the only bottleneck is I run out of charcoal up here. So not anymore if this chunk's loading and it's cooking trees in all the time and storing some extra charcoal. I also had to store creosote so that the systems wouldn't get backed up fully. You can see there's also, this is a creosote drum for the main coke oven, but it doesn't necessarily fill it up as much. So, but yeah, there's what we got. We got a lot of that raw aromatic mix. We got some tar. We've been floating around 3 million Syngus ever since I put all of these in. So if I'm here not doing much, this goes up pretty quickly. If I'm doing stuff, it kind of hovers fairly even. If I'm doing a lot of stuff, it goes down kind of fast, but not too bad. I think it's a pretty good fuel source moving forward, and I can it seems like it's going to last pretty well. And I've got so much creosote. The real problem right now is I'm starting to run low on charcoal and coal, so I am going to have to go do some mining of that, and I need some aluminum. I've used so much aluminum just in this section alone. But yeah, we're creating more Syngus over here. Also, when we had that temporary roof up in the last stream, turns out it wasn't all the way over here. I put all this in, got this all going with all the stuff I'd made. I'm over here and I start hearing explosions. I'm like, oh my God, thunderstorm. Is it okay? Okay. Nothing's getting through, nothing getting through. I look over here and like everything's gone. It's all blown up. So yeah, I lost a lot of these machines and had to remake all of these, like this whole line up to here. Luckily my 2 alloy smelters were saved. And then, yeah, most of this line was destroyed too. So I had a lot of reworking there, but I'm learning the hard way. And now I'm terrified of blowing things up, which is a good thing. So I look into things before I actually connect anything now. But if we take a look at this too, we haven't yet. We can see we've got an MV muffler hatch. We've got MV input bus. That's for the charcoal in the back. It gives us 9 slots instead of 4, so we can hold more, which is great. Energy hatches, we need those. We got MV output hatches. This thing is almost fully MV. We got Canthal coils in there. Doesn't really show anything about that here, but yeah, we got Canthal coils here. So everything's been upgraded and starting to work, and yeah, I'm starting to get used to this place and slowly moving in here and seeing changes that I need to make. So that's where I'm at. What I'm going to do today, we're not going to be streaming for very long, but I've got some options. I still have these items I need to make for in here, and who knows what else. Like, if you guys have any suggestions, please let me hear them. Anything I should build. Also, Joshua, if you've got a suggestion about the EBF, I'd love to hear it. Should I keep it over there? Should I keep running the create version? Is that good? Should I move it over here and start running it fully off of the MV power? I do want it upgraded. Like, obviously, you know, I don't want it to be the LV MV version anymore. I want to be able to cook HV stuff. So that's my big question currently. What else? Oh yeah, Marat. The backpack bug. Have you guys been getting the backpack bug? It's happening to me like once a day now. It's kind of annoying. And what happens is I'll log in and I can't open my backpack. Nothing works to open it. The only way to open it, I found out by the Discord, was to open up another set backpack. So there's a backpack at spawn over there. So I just go to spawn and open that and it fixed it. Yeah, kind of annoying. Anyway, Joshua says, honestly, you'll want multiple. Okay, so I'll go ahead and leave this one here. However, if I'm doing the MV thing, I'm going to turn this thing back into an LV version. I've still got all the stuff for that, and the coils are up there. And then I've got a lot of the stuff already pre-made for the MV stuff. And I'll just have to make, like, you know, some extra buses, another furnace, more of these Invar machine casing things. Yep. And I can reclaim these and put these superconducting cables back, so that'll be good. All right, good to know. Thanks, Joshua. Let's see what to work on. Then, is there any multi-block structures you think I should add currently, or should think about adding to the MV building? I'm not sure exactly like what I'm gonna need down here. The EBF for sure, I'll be putting one in. But if there's any other that are like really helpful multi-blocks that I should like start thinking about, let me know. Because currently I don't have any multi-blocks planned. So mostly because I don't really know what I'll need. But yeah. Oh. Multi-smelter, huh? Okay, hang tight. This turbocharger I just discovered last night. It's one of the greatest things. Probably my favorite machine here. It's amazing. But multi-smelter. Multi-smelter. There we go. Multi-smelter, steam oven, and alloy blast smelter. Don't really get into many multi-blocks until HV. Cool, good to know. Oh, nice. It looks like a mini EBF. All right. Save this one. Kind of rescue. Ooh, HV circuits. Am I going to be able to do this? I do currently have a couple of these, but I'm definitely one short with no way to make more. I'd like to make this sure though. Main hatch LV stuff. Cables. I've got plenty of these, and then I can pretty much easily make Canthal now to turn him, upgrade the coils. So really the only problem here is gonna be the control block. Everything else, basic electric furnace is nice. But yeah, everything else is fine. It's just these. I'm one short. Maybe I could talk to Cable and Ice and work a trade out for one circuit. But sweet, I'll add that to the list. I'll add the EBF to the list and I'll prep those. I don't think we'll get to those today because not really ready for any of those changes and all that, but I'm gonna start thinking about where to lay them out, all that. So awesome. I guess we could make some more of these machines right now. I'm running low on like the useful ones. It feels like some of these probably be more useful, like the sifter, probably going to be better than the vibrating table that I'm using. It might be good to get an ore washer over here as well. I think sifter will be the first one we look at. That's only other multi-block. I would add the MV building, even though it's HV. Okay, yeah, I would add that here for sure. Everything else is just parallel process lines. Okay, gotcha. Item filters. The sifter, huh? Item filters. That's funny. It is a filter, and it's like, you know, like a net or something, a filter that you would use to sift. That's funny. I never thought of it like that. We're running low on aluminum, but we're gonna be okay. I might actually do some mining today. It would be good to go find some more aluminum for sure. But let's start building these. I'm finally starting to run pretty low on my stock of lavash that I had. Like I had a year's worth about, and it's getting pretty low. It's going to be time for my second round of lavash, and this is going to be like mostly fully self-produced, which is a pretty big deal for me. All right, let's see what we're looking at. I don't know what items I still have left. Not a lot. Things are kind of a mess currently. Those and those. I'm gonna need some copper cables. We'll have some, please. Luckily, I made this latex farm at the beginning of the season, and it's winter right now, so it's not producing, but I've got like 4 million latex plus, and I've been able to fix my rubber problem. I've got tons of rubber. I've got tons of liquid rubber. This is back up to halfway full of liquid rubber, so I'm good on that again, which I had stolen all of the all of the rubber from spawn. We had a big pile of it there. I stole it all, but I have replaced it all now. So there should be circuits in your storage. Help yourself. You don't have HV circuits though, right, Ricky? And hey, Ricky, good to see you. How you doing? Let's see. I don't have hardly anything remade still. Stretched everything as far as I could. Aluminum? No. Got a little bit there. And I got some more down here, and I think I've got one stack of aluminum, or one block worth, you know, like a block, so 64 aluminum besides that, and that's all of it. Also, help yourself to any aluminum in my crates and storage. Oh, thanks, Ricky. Should be okay, though. I think I got enough to make it through for now, and I'm gonna do some mining probably later tonight, unless I do it on stream right now. Hard to say. I'm not gonna be here for too long today. Let's see. That's 11. Kind of a lot right now. Probably didn't even need 8. Wrought iron. And 5 of them. Okay, that's good start. These pistons are annoying. I don't have item filters either. Need more cables. Copper wire, sweet. So have you seen my building down there yet, Ricky? You seen what I got going on down in that section? that. I think I can make, yep, got just enough for those as far as engines go, which is nice. These, gonna need cables I just made. Oh, I gotta turn the machine on though. It only spit out what it had in here, which is 1,000 millibuckets, which is like what, 4 cables, maybe 5. No, it's not enough. How's everybody doing tonight? Any big weekend plans? Now that we're third of the way through the weekend, I guess. No big plans here. Pretty much hanging out, doing this stuff. I've been living on the server lately, every waking hour, pretty much prepping materials, gathering stuff, rearranging, waiting for stuff to charge, all that. I've been pretty addicted to TerraFirmaGreg is what I'm getting at, which is nice. Sweet, 2 of those. Need the item filters now. Zinc foil and a steel plate, huh? I have zinc foil and I have steel plates. Perfect. Been watching the Pizza Index intensely. Nice. I don't know why I came down here. I did not need to. Whatever. Got an advanced sifter now. Heck yeah, 1 down. Just spiked about an hour ago, so waiting for something to happen. Oh no. Went to Dokkan 1. Nice. Dokkan. That's great. Hey, quest complete, the sifter. I guess let's go toss this in. I'm not sure if Ricky's still watching or not, or if he's seen this, but I'm an MV, Ricky. Like legit making MV power and stuff. It's crazy. We got a liquefaction tower and a pyrolyzed oven powering everything, and then steam, gas, I mean turbines. Anyway, let's see, the sifter. We'll go here. Boom, sifter. I need more crates still. I've got crates on everything, even though everything is not going to need a crate. And just for now, I'm getting it set up and I'll make adjustments later. And if I got a special situation, like say I want to make tons of syngas and I want to like make a better structure, dedicated system for it, I probably would leave this one here. This is my current plan. And then I'd make another one to make specialized stuff. And I'd run it elsewhere. Like currently this is only being used to power the liquefaction tower, which doesn't use a whole lot of power. So that's all free. And I'm pretty sure like I could still go with some more generators and be just fine if I need. So yeah, that's the plan. But this thing does chew through the logs so fast. It's pretty crazy. All right, let's get back to it. Next, we're going to do the ore washer. Okay. Rotors have been one of my least favorite things to build of all time in Terra Firma, at least. And I just discovered they've got like an extruder mold. So I am so excited for that. Like the most excited I've been about any of this stuff. And I haven't got to use it yet. So this will be my first chance. Bronze. Me and bronze are having some issues. I don't have any. I gotta make some more. But copper. Me and copper are also having some issues. What is happening to my voice? It's like it's going away. And I'm talking a lot currently, but not that much. Energy will always be the crux. Yeah, you're right. I'm feeling the struggle now. Sorry, I had to have a little coffee there. Hey, I can talk normal again. Crazy. All right, what was I doing? Thing out of. Oh yeah, the rotors. Heck yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to do this. All right, turn that off, turn that on. There we go. That's the one. Toss that back in there. And that. And is it one? Oh, oh, I think it's 4, huh? No. More? That back. Game, why you gonna be like that? All right. Let's see why this has happened. I've got ideas, but we'll see. Made the extruder mold. MV, huh? All right. No problem. You're going to your new home. It did take 4 ingots. Got currently 7. Great if I had one more brass ingot ready to go. Oh well. Oh well, no, because I need 2 of these. All right. Am I saying brass? I mean bronze. I think I've been saying brass. Bronze could help those down, right? Like that, or like this. Yeah. Not a lot. Actually, I'm gonna waste the rods, I think. Plates. Yep, that's good. Let's do this. As long as this eventually pops out a rotor, I'm gonna be stoked. Gonna make stacks of rotors at some point, if it works. I mean, obviously it's gonna work. All right, extruder. Where did I put that thing? There we go. There. Oh no, got 2 in there. It's working. Heck yeah. Out of way. Make some more canthal dust, but I need aluminum for that actually. But I've upgraded all the coils. So good on that, but I'm definitely gonna need more of it. Plus, for this multi-smelters. If I break this macerator, we can do that. Right, and give me it. Nope. Thermal electric furnace. That should turn it back into ingots for us. What else are we gonna need for this ore washer? More of these, of course. Trying to run low on copper nickel wires. I'm gonna need to make some more copper too. I'm running low on a lot of metals. I need to do a good ore mining session. Luckily, I've got the ore sacks for it now, so I am pretty excited to go out. Not to mention the red steel drill. Oh my god, between those and the jetpack, it's a whole new thing. It's the easiest thing to do now is mine some ore. Great, and then I can use the ore prospector to find it so easily. So yeah, mining is a whole new thing for me now. All right, let's go back to extruder. We need one more. Keep this stuff on me for now, just in case. Probably gonna need it at some point, but this I'll leave down here. This is where I'm going to be needing it. Grab that. Let's head back up to base. I really need to get a quick way out here and back. I'm thinking chain conveyors. I'm going to use some chain conveyors to kind of go around the place. So that's on my list to get in at some point. Needed some glass, right? Grab glass. Just need the engine. So steel magnetic rod and copper nickel wires times 2. Oh, got a bunch. So I'm doing okay on copper nickel, I guess. Do that. This and make 4 of them. And we have our advanced ore washer. Heck yeah. Moving along nicely. What else would be good? I have no idea what I used the fluid heater for, but it was there, so I might want it. Aqueous accumulator sounds cool. Forming press sounds useful until I read the imprinting images on things, which I feel like I didn't have a big use for that just yet. The fisher is very specific. The autoclave looks cool and he's easy to make, but I don't know that I'll need it very much. So these are like low priority. I'm working on the ones I need first, ideally. And refrigerator. This would be kind of useful. Not a multi-block too. It's not like the blast chiller. Would this be useful? So food wise, my little cheap cellar on this side is maxed out. Oh, bathe them in water. Awesome. So my cellar here is maxed out. Like I've got a little room now, but it's been a tight fit down here. I'm kind of thinking of having a second cellar over here in the MV building. Maybe like this little room goes down into a cellar. I do have the MV oven and food processor over here now, so it seems like it would make sense to try to start processing everything over here and then storing it here. So that's my plans with that. Now, the thing is, if I do that, am I gonna need an advanced refrigerator? I don't really know. I think it probably not. So I'm gonna put this on hold too, probably. I'll look up that. Maybe there's a tutorial on it or something. So in that case, go back to these. So the aqueous accumulator. I think that might be helpful. Like, is this what I use to make like distilled water and stuff like that? Maybe even freezing into ice. Looks like you need some Ricky Sammys. Ricky Sammys are amazing. They save the day. Whenever I've got anything important to do, that's what I grab. I do have one stacked still though that I've been saving for emergency. So I'm okay. I still got 2 months on and almost out of lavage, or am I? Oh, I'm out of lavage. I'm on my last stack. So technically all I have left is fruit and Ricky Sammys. So I'm going to be eating those soon. And then we're going to be making a big round of lavage. There may be more in the cellar of my storage barn. Okay. I might have to snag a few. I have to pay you back if that's the case. So let's see. I got the ore washer. Let's go ahead and toss the ore washer in. And the aqueous accumulator. Eat them. I'll replace them with a new batch soon. All right. Thanks, Ricky. I got to come up with like a payment plan for you for all these amazing sandwiches. Ore wash. Wow, I am full now. Oh my gosh. Okay. So one other thing I'm thinking, a lot of these machines need like water, right? So I kind of want to do like a section that's got like a dedicated water. Maybe I've got this wall here, right? I can dig into that mountain quite a bit and extend the building. So that's part of the plan. As I discover needing more room, I'm going to go that way. But yeah, need to get me that jetpack. Yeah, you do, Ricky. The jetpack changes everything. Like, it makes building so incredibly easy. And you got hover mode. You can, it's like, oh yeah, it's made me want to build so bad now. I guess for now, let's just toss this right here. Probably pointless, just a waste of power, but yeah, I've got it. I'm gonna have to work on another string maybe, or maybe I redesign these slightly, because I do have like wasted space here and cables aren't going too far yet. Oh, I've had a question. The place looks amazing. Oh, thanks, Ricky. It's obviously still a skeleton. The roof is a temporary roof for the most part because winter hit and I just had to get something up there. But once spring comes and the snow starts thawing, I'm gonna work on putting a much better roof up there. We got the pyrolyze oven cooking all the logs from the tree farm, so it's gonna still power everything, and a liquidification tower creating syngas for us. I've upgraded like everything I can to MV pretty much. Like we got hand thaw coils and it's great. I'm loving it. And I even got sort of an HV level blast EBF going, but it's being ran by Create, so it doesn't last very long when it's making like those higher tier recipes. Let's see. I make, oh yeah, we're gonna make this 3 more glass. Got 3. Awesome. Hear me out. Spring shaped roof going into the sky. Spring shaped roof, not what I was envisioning as a roof, but what? Or interlocking springs. Are you crazy, man? What the, how would it even cover? You need to, I mean, it sounds cool, but it sounds wild. Wait, I need to see like a mock-up of this, a little sketch or something. Oh, I need another pump. Great. At some point, once I get some more materials going, I need to just make a stack of each of these things. Even though I'm like near the end of MV making stuff that would need it, I believe, since I have so many of these machines now. But yeah, then I'll be stoked to have them if I ever. What am I looking at? I need these stupid bronze rotors. I don't have bronze. I have a vision. I might make it in Shadow's house. That would be cool. Interlocking springs. I mean, that sounds wild. It sounds like a cool design, but for a roof. And how do you show that they're interlocking spring? It would have to be it would have to be a pretty good scale, but obviously that's what we do. So no big either there. So Ricky, I'm gonna run to town and steal a little bronze if there's some. I will repay it. That's top on my list is bronze, make a ton of it. So I will restock bronze down here as well. There's been a few things I've taken in this little fight to get everything I need for MV, and I've been working on restocking everything I've taken. Why am I going here? So if you see anything missing like that, you know, like this, then yeah, it was me, and I'll be putting it back. That's good. That's actually more than I wanted, but it's in my pockets now. Thief doesn't put stuff back. Let's see. Oh, I can't wait for this winter to be over. This, I turned my particles down to minimal because the snow is so thick. And I think it ignores that setting. So got the bronze. Let's go make the rotors really quick. In the rain. You can see a little better. Oh, so this pipe obviously is not the best looking thing, and it goes straight in like almost centered in the main like entrance. Like probably not gonna leave it. Oh yeah, I'm a rat right now. I'm probably not gonna leave this here. Probably gonna run it down underground and then pop it up over here just to make it look a little nicer. Like I don't hate it, but I also really don't love it. So it's probably going. Let's see. I guess for now, I should probably just leave this in the extruder. That happened. Sorry if I'm missing. Oh, you're not missing anything. No worries, Joshua. Going in and out, dealing with real life stuff. Oh, that sucks. I'm trying to watch at the same time. Well, I appreciate it. Love having you here, that's for sure. I'm gonna make 2 extras for now. I'm gonna be wishing I'm. Oh, I'm gonna need at least a 3rd. Okay. You know what? We're just going all in. No, I'm gonna keep a stack of bronze. I am very indecisive tonight. Need to get a little setup for this one. Aluminum is a big deal. I need to go out and find a big aluminum mine to tear apart. Honestly, same Josh IRL has not been kind. Yeah. Hope to be back in force soon. Yeah, you're gonna be like Jones and hard for some TFG. Once life lets you, you're gonna tear this place apart, Ricky. I don't think I have much bronze. I do believe I have a decent amount of brass. I've got a lot of brass, not much bronze. We got a good chunk of bronze there at spawn, but I will restock and I'll see about bringing you some too. I gotta get some copper. I'm low on copper, but that's got to come from the mines, like fresh mined stuff, not like existing stuff. So don't even think about suggesting it. Ah, come on. How about the rest I necessarily need? Like, what is the fluid heater used? Put dry ice in it, huh? Interesting. This looks like A&E level stuff. Some of it, definitely not maple syrup. Oh, distilled water into steam. A fluid heater makes steam. Is this a generator of some type? Guess that would make sense, maybe. Or is it just to store steam? I am confused on this thing. It's not what I expected at all. Copper, I think I used most of mine getting ready for MV. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be getting us a ton of copper, so metal should be restocked real soon. Tonight, that's probably my main mission. It's going out and getting a lot of metal. Which is so easy to do now. I can't believe it. It's like fun. All right, what am I doing? Must have been done. All right, let's head back. We're making the aqueous accumulator, which sounds like it's used to accumulate liquids, probably waters. Earlier I said maybe it's used to make distilled water, but I'm pretty sure you use the distillation thing for that. Yeah. Okay, we need a steel fluid pipe, a bronze screw. I think I have both of those. And we need a screwdriver, which I never keep on me. Come on. No, I've got. Right. If I can get extra copper, I'll make extra Sammys for me. Aw. Oh, I'll definitely get extra copper. Extra Sammys aren't required. Doesn't mean I love them any less, though. Where, oh, where? My steel fluid pipe's gone. I feel like I definitely had some left. Could be in here, though. And I'm certain you've got extra aluminum for me. Yeah, but you're gonna need that aluminum too, especially working on MV stage, right? Don't you still got a lot to build? Wish third person was a little better. Got this new third person. And come on. All right, I'm spacing. I need to find steel to make steel fluid pipes. Here. Aluminum backpack and tool belt is perfect place for screws, screwdrivers, and chisels. Yeah, but they're full of other stuff, and I've got so many tools in my backpack that's like I didn't want to keep them all in there. But screwdriver is one I'm needing all the time lately. Well, I guess I probably should start carrying a screwdriver. I need them everywhere I go. I did a lot of aluminum mining. Nice. Steel. I'll go ahead and throw these in, but I have steel plates, mate. Makes fluid pipes. Perfect, and let's make this thing. Or not. Need my screwdriver, of course. Give me that. All right, this third person mod does work pretty well, I'd say. And aqueous accumulator. One more down, heck yeah. Boom. Ricky says, oh, I showed the missus me turning into a mouse and running away on stream. I was literally laughed out loud. That is awesome. I had no idea you could see my, like, the little plaque that shows my name. I guess I don't get to see it on myself. But yeah, I didn't know you could see my name. So all those times I thought I was still high hidden. And I was also like, how did he know it was me when I was the creeper so quick? Like, you just jumped to it's me. You must have known about the masks, but you didn't. It made so much sense when I rewatched the stream and your stream and saw, oh, you could see so obviously that it was me. And when you looked at me as a quail and stuff, I was still sneaking around. But it was funny. That moment was worked out so perfectly. Yeah, and it's pretty cool. I use this, the advanced jukebox. Look at this. I'm a walking jukebox now. Hear it. Got my music down kind of low. Oh, of course you can't hear it. It only starts if it's not on. So that's what I was doing, and then I just hit stop there, but it's the whole song, which is cool. And then I've got my favorite disc of all, which is not that one, which is this one. I love this song, so good. And then gotta have Pig Step. But I've got, look at this, Captain Rack, pirate crafting. It's kind of like a sea shanty style song. It's decent, not my favorite, but solid. At one point I saw you and purposely ignored you to see if chat would notice. I thought you did. I was like, I feel like he definitely knew it was me right then. That's funny. This is when you were going back in the door from outside, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we got a pirate shanty. We've got Kevin MacLeod, Lord of YouTube Audio. Surely you guys have heard this song on other videos. And this one, nope, this one. And there's one more that I can't make yet. I need some future thing that's only on another planet, but I think it's another Kevin MacLeod song. This thing, which I don't really know what this is. And turns out there was a questionable song in my music, my background music for stream. So I've removed it. But what's weird is it was recognized by someone as being a questionable song, right? And I got that song from, so I use Filmora Wondershare to edit my videos. And it's got this new feature it's pushing called AI background music, where it says AI watches your video and creates perfect background music for it. And so I did that for a couple of my videos and got some AI songs. And that's what that was, which means it's not a fully made AI song and they're like lying or something, because that song apparently comes from something else well known. But AI, my Wondershare AI says that it created it for me, and it cost me credits too, which is lame. So that's interesting. I had no idea they were, you know, pulling existing music. I wonder if they changed anything from it even, you know. But yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, last stream that came up, we were talking about it, so thought I'd mention it. Oh yeah, I've got this aqueous accumulator now. So I've got to create a liquid area for these machines. Are going to need a lot of liquid. What does this do? Oh. Ooh, and the beneath it generates lava. It generates seawater. Or lava. Oh, but that's HV. Can't do that just yet. Can generate semi-heavy amniotical water on Mars. Not doing that anytime soon. Button. And we can also make water from water. We can't. Also here on Earth, we can make spring water from spring water. Assume it just generates more in this situation, kind of like what the rock crusher or whatever it is makes you more rocks from, like, infinite rocks. And water from water. Okay. I guess this is just making an infinite source, pretty much. Maybe. I don't really know. We'll find out. There's still so much to learn, but I feel so much better about it. And last week, or the stream a couple days ago, right? Give that back. The stream a couple days ago, I have learned a lot. Joshua taught me so much about these machines and everything, and it all stuck pretty well, and I feel really good. It got me excited. So stoked to be actually moving forward and making all this cool stuff. Like autoclave, let's make that one. Now it's gonna be pretty easy. I need a pump. Don't have one, right? Yep. Screws, got tons of brass screws, bronze. 2 since I can make 2 for now. Need the gears, everything else we have except grab the glass. And another one down. Too easy to make this stuff. Alright, fluid here, forming press or fisher. I'm excited about the fisher. I don't have a ton of string right now, but working on it. And I'm also not quite set up for it. Since it needs a 5x5x5, I think, of water, probably gonna put it out here in the lake, and I'll just fix the area around it so that it's dimensioned, and pump it through the, you know, just tie it into the MV building. That's my plan for the fisher, but that'll come a little later. I use this. Oh wait. Oh. Okay. This looks actually a little handier than I thought, but I mean, oh, so it's pounded. It uses that to pound out a new one. Okay. Those probably aren't as helpful, but anything maybe above L is going to be better. The moon, huh? Look for higher quality. Let's look for something MV. Is there anything MV in here? Oh, there's something. Foil packs, huh? Don't I put food in these foil packs? Like astronaut food or something? Interesting. Not a lot of MV recipes. LV to HV. I mean, I guess I should probably make it, right? Could end up being helpful. Yeah, forming and press. Ah, these pumps, man. Engines, man. The old magnetic rods, man. All right. Don't think I have any more. Probably gonna need to make them. Don't know if I have even any steel rods at the moment. Ew, that's handy. Take those. All right, let's go magnetize these rods really quick. I love these disguises. There's only one thing that I wish, like, it would be great to be able to do their animations, like how the rat stands up on its back legs and stuff. But even more so, the hitbox. I wish it made you all low to the ground and shrunk your hitbox. That would make it literally the coolest thing ever. Right? Like right now, it's pretty close to being the coolest thing ever, but it just needs that last little bit. Can I? Too close because of my hitbox. See? Okay. I came down here to do something specific. That was to polarize that. Got my advanced polarizer. We got warp speed polarization happening here. Yeah. Take a look at this. So, it's empty again. The pyrolysis oven, the only real bottleneck it feels like currently is charcoal, and you'll see it takes 40 to do a burn here. So that's a good amount of charcoal, and this usually takes some filling up, and it takes time. This has to cook through enough, and it'll get one burn off and cook it, and I think that's going to work pretty much fine for keeping the whole plant going and all. But I went ahead and force loaded this chunk with my last force load chunk, so that when I'm too far away, it'll still produce, and all the charcoal will store up in there. So I'll have a backlog of hopefully a good amount of charcoal after being gone for a little bit. Like after tonight's mining session, hopefully that's a big chunk. But I did have like 1,000 charcoal in there earlier, and it was gone before I knew it. Like happens so fast. So I don't know how well it'll work, like, or how useful it's going to be having it always loaded, preparing that charcoal. But at the moment, it seems like it's the play with my current knowledge, which obviously very lacking. Okay. And do I need cup roast still? Ah. Oh, I can make 4. Okay, perfect. With these, make 2. And bam, forming press. 1 more down. Fluid heater. I guess fluid heater is the last one that seems useful that I'm holding off on. Like, I don't know, I need the refrigerator and the advanced fisher, like I said, gonna happen late. Okay. More wrought iron. A little tougher when there's no crosshair there. I don't know why there's not currently a crosshair. Copper cables. Always copper cables lately. I only used all of my fur that I had made. Did some 2 more. Definitely not gonna be enough, right? I'm gonna end up being 1 short. Ah, problems with third person. Back. Go. Wire cutters. Wire cutters, the other item I'm suddenly needing all the time, like the screwdriver. Back at it. Two copper cables, of course. I need everything. And the cables are a bit of a bottleneck currently. Oh, yeah, hold off on that. Do have some copper left. Guess it's use bucket. Oh my gosh, my screwdriver for the first time ever just found its way into my tool belt. I just lost that. Guess not. Are we good? We'll make them into plates. I feel like I'm just, everything gets made into plates. I wanted to make sure it's the same rate as the MV machine does. put it in the machine. Just overstressed. I've got this on the same system now as those, which is a shame because I actually use these still all the time. And often stuff goes over here to the vibrating table from there, but I got the sifter now. Start using that. But yeah, I built the sign, right? You know, the new windmill mechanics having stuff near them screws things up. Well, this system is completely screwed up, but it keeps working. Ignoring the fact that it's screwed up, I think because the system goes through like the map, and it's just like locked in now. But yeah, that's all screwed up and it hasn't bugged out, so I'm not touching it. Even when I turn it off though, it's still turned on. It's crazy. Its generation though is all messed up. But yeah, there was a windmill here that perfectly centered in the middle right here. So much room on every side, and yeah, it was blocked and it was lost a whole lot of power. I think it was blocked from this right here, but it's hard to say. I mean, like this practically clips into this stuff. So, but yeah, I had to remove the windmill and it upgraded my speeds quite a lot. I went to aluminum here for my grinders, which is super fast. Never put these in. Ugh. Ah, good. Going all in. Yeah, I'm stoked to have the speeds upgraded here for sure, with the washer as well. It's just a shame that I had to tie it into this system. I think my first thing, so tonight after stream, I gotta do some stuff, get some dinner and all that. And then I'm gonna get back on and I'm gonna go mining. And after that, I'm gonna build the second EBF. I'm gonna tear this back down to an LV stage EBF, and I'm gonna make my MV/HV stage EBF here. Probably put it like right here for now. Like this stuff is gonna change. Still not sure how I want to do it. It feels way more congested than it initially felt here. I think clearing this back and opening up a room here is going to help a lot. And until all that happens, bit of a mess. How's this going? Almost done. I think this thing is pretty quick. And that's it. Gonna get those rubberized. Those there. And copper nickel wires, they just go through them so fast. Almost there. Okay, we got that. Will probably be the last machine I make. Like I said, I'm saving those last two for later. I think I grabbed all of the advanced machines, the MV machines, and have now created them all that are not multi-block after we get this one. More engine. it would have been so great to have just like a full stack of engines at one point, like in the beginning of all this. Really should have done that. That would have been super. Screwdriver. And nope. Already made the engines. Gonna put this. All right. Back in action. We need to. Oh no, that's a problem. I don't think I have any more pepper nickel prep. So close. And copper and nickel, you need copper. Okay, I guess I'm not making this machine right now. We got close though. We made almost everything. I've got the forming press. We can go like, symbolically toss in down here since it's not final position. Just gonna be wasting some electricity to plug it in. But we're doing it, making it official. Put you on top. Heck yeah. We did it. All right, take a look at how things are going. So nothing's being cooked currently. I assume it's because there's no charcoal. It cooks a full stack of logs in one cooking, which is pretty wild. Yeah, right there. Only 26. We need a minimum of 40 to do a burn or a liquidificate. Oh, just happened. Awesome. Man, there was a problem at first. There were all sorts of little bottlenecks I was like finding, and like it kept stopping for different reasons, and I'd fix that and then it would stop for another reason. And every time it would, the fluids here would end up being in different places, going to different so like this raw aromatic mix would suddenly be over here, and this tar would be here, and syngas gas here. Right, and so everything's messed up, and then it wouldn't be going and it'd be idling. Like, what's wrong? And it would never look here first to see that it's not dumping out. But yeah, I learned an amazing thing. If you click the container with the liquid into that slot, it now locks that slot to that fluid. And I assume that'll work on like items too if there's a situation like this system situation. That's pretty cool. And now it's not a problem anymore. I've almost got 4 million of this aromatic mix. Gonna have to pop that down pretty soon here. I believe this is used for that rennet gas or whatever it's called, re something gas. Gamer Dad Dave was talking about it last stream. I saw that this, after processing it a bunch of crazy ways, turns into that. So reformat fuel. That's what it's called. But yeah, so this stuff might be good to have, good to be producing as well. And yeah, syngas gas is still generally always going up, which is great. And I'm working on my backup supply, but it's low. Looking good. Everything's good. Heck yeah. Also, I had originally, when I had planned on this building, like before I started laying anything down, I thought it was going to be a lot wider. But then when I went to place things in, I started with this corner because it's, you know, I want to have a tower in each corner kind of thing. And the towers, I believe, are going to go up higher than the roof once I get this straightened out. But yeah, the tower, for it to be anywhere near the size I wanted, had to go from there to there, so it fit the whole section, which made the middle section right here, and that had to go there, which that ended up hurting the size of the width of the tower of the build. I should have made this wider. You know, I didn't realize that it was so much was gonna rely on this. But I mean, honestly, if I did, it would dig in that way more than it would this way, and then I'd just be close to that wall. So yeah, I'm not too happy with how small this building is what I'm getting at. It looks big, but actual usable space is a lot smaller. But like I said, I'm gonna change a lot of this like this. I'm probably gonna tear out the whole wall here and just leave it an open hallway. And we could have like liquid storage in here, like fill it up with drums along the walls. Something else I'm thinking. So looking at these front towers here, they kind of remind me of like a cable, like the coated cable, the 16X. And so I was kind of thinking, like, it sounds crazy at the moment, but what if I used like uncoated cable? So kind of like superconductors, you know, the superconductors we're currently using, these guys. I believe, what are the, not cupro nickel, but these other, or maybe it is the cupro nickel. Anyway, using something like that with that look, and then it would even have, if I connected it all, it would have little holes going through it all. I think that, like, I wanted to originally do something really decorative on these walls, but I'm thinking cable, and then maybe throw in some little like bits of decoration among it, but a solid cable, you know, in each one of the 4 of these. And then I can still go like decorating walls on like this section and the back and all the other walls. So something I think about. Something I'm thinking about, and yeah, if any guys think that's a terrible idea, let me know, because it's just a thought at this point, you know. It's going to take a lot of freaking metal to make that happen, but I mean, that's what we do. We don't skimp out just because there's going to be hard work in getting the materials, right? Speaking of, there's some big builds coming pretty soon on Ricky's end that I'm getting pretty excited for. One of those, Joshua paid to have built. And then we updated, and Lightmatica no longer works with this, so it's gonna be so much tougher to build that battleship, like, or warship, I guess it is. But yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I have to build it off of pictures or something, like old school. Yeah. Anyway, I don't really know if there's anything else left to do tonight. I wasn't gonna stream for very long. We got pretty much everything done that I was planning. Not that I was planning much. It was either gonna be work on those machines or just go out mining. And we did the machines, but we talked about the base. You guys have helped me set some things out too, as far as the future, like the EBF and the smelter, multi-smelter. Pretty excited on that. Tell them to make a create blueprint. Oh my gosh. And use the create cannon. I totally forgot about that thing. I think I even made a tutorial about that thing way back. Oh my gosh, we do still have the ability to do that. It's funny that it's the cannon. We wouldn't technically be building it on the server, but that's not a bad thing. Great cannon, right, Ricky? That's the way to go. I mean, you're gonna be building it anyway in creative, right? It's not like you're not building it, and we don't have replay mod for the time lapses, but we can do whatever we want with the camera if a cannon's building it for us, right? Like, I like that. Yeah. So, speaking of the tutorial that I made, I did a tutorial on how to convert schematics between Lightmatica and the create cannon. And from what I'm hearing lately, it sounds like they've removed the ability to switch in create, I think, because we would have to use the create schematic table or blueprint table, it's called, one of those things. And you could use that to convert schematics, but it sounds like that's not working anymore from the comments I've been getting on the tutorial lately. So hopefully that's not the case, but I mean, we're going to be building out of just current stuff anyway, so we should be fine. I've got the shape down, just decorating, but haven't had much time with that. Yeah, I bet. And that was a pretty big boat you're building. I'd say it's bigger than mine, right? By like a good deal. So like, that's gonna be fun. The worst part about a boat, a ship, it's the hull. Getting that hull shape like just right is a pain. I would love building boats if we didn't have to do the hull. It's just, it takes so much work. When I made my first boat too, I used to do a lot of armor statue work, and We just haven't had that lately, so I haven't been doing it. But you know, the figurehead in the front of the ship, it's like a mermaid or something. I made a merman. I made me like shirtless with shells, you know, covering me up as the figurehead for my ship. It was so funny. One of my favorite armor stand scenes I've done so far. So yeah, I thought I had an insane amount of charcoal and coke, and I have no more stores. I've somehow used it all. And I think it's been all mainly for syngas gas. That's not the syngas gas, it goes down here. That's where I used to make it. I also got to figure out the biomass, like what I'm going to be doing with that. I think I'm supposed to make biodiesel with it, but yeah. I disagree. The hole was the easy part. The rest, it drives me up a wall. All right. Well, maybe we make boats and ships in the future, and you be the whole guy, I'll be the top guy. You remember Mermaya? Yeah, I will never forget Mermaya. All right, there we go. Yeah, this is the problem. This is chewing through our final supplies. Oh, charcoal and coal. But it's going to be useful having this backup of syngas, however you say it. And that's actually how I got almost all of this. I had like 2.7 million pre-made from all my coke and charcoal supply before I even thought about doing this. So, and I didn't even think about doing this. This was Joshua's suggestion, and he was right. I love it. So happy that we've got this set up here now. But anyway, I feel like I'm starting to ramble. You know, like skillful rambling, like yeah, skillful rambling. Anyway, on that note, I think we're gonna call it for the night. I know Ricky's gonna be streaming a little later on Terra Firma Tuesday. I might come in earlier in the day and stream here as well. We're gonna have to see what happens. So, you know, we'll play that one by ear, but either way, we can't miss Ricky's Terra Firma Tuesday, so make sure you're here for that. Cobblemon, if you're interested, you know, we got our Monday Cobblemon stream coming up. Hightail, there's been no talk of this week, so I don't know if we're doing a Hightail stream this week. If we do, though, it might be tomorrow, likely, but if not, it'll probably be next week sometime. So that's where we're sitting. And let's see, Joshua says, and the good bit is that it's upgradable as you got to the MV, then HV, then EV. Yep. I'm stoked about the upgrading of it all. Especially with the EBF. Like, I was so shocked to see I could actually turn that EBF over there into a higher voltage one. I mean, I don't really know what it is. It's MVHV at the moment, but not, because it runs off of 6 amps of power. But anyway, yep. We've done it. We've got MV fully going for the most part. We're still going to build more structures and all that, obviously, for it. But let's see. TFT will probably be around noon, maybe 2. Oh, you're going to do it early now. Okay, awesome. Great to hear. I thought you were going to be doing it later in the day this time. So I'm spreading bad news. Make sure you remark your calendars, everybody. TFT Tuesday is going to be around noon Eastern time. So get to know. Oh. Hey, I can really hide. Oh. Yeah, look at that. I can hide as an ingot. Or I can turn just right. I can hide like in a pile of steel ingots or something. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna use that. Oh, and something else. I need to see if these masks can copy person. How great would it be if I was running around as Ricky or Hypno Joe, and then I could film as them doing whatever I want as them. A button, huh? Yeah, it does look like a button. Try to push me. Like, center it. Back. Nope, that's not back. But that's close. Look at that. It's a button. Oh my gosh. That is pretty cool. Oh, okay. I'm back. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for being here tonight. Short, impromptu kind of stream that I was told you guys about days ago. But sorry, real life getting in the way of things, and no worries, Ricky. I don't know if you saw the most important part, so just in case, if you didn't, we go like there, we go bam, or button, or an ingot. Okay. You know, you get the idea. I'm a button. I'm so gonna use this to hide from you guys. And if I could get to look like you guys, oh my god, the videos I will create. But anyways, thanks for being here, everyone, tonight. It was a fun stream. It was short, but sweet. So might as well keep the intro that way. See ya all next time. Short and sweet. We're out. Have a good night, everybody.